Can you hear me now? Dude, you totally should have just left it and let me go and just talk for an hour all by myself to get me back for that movie. Oh my God. I've been talking for 2.5 minutes with no volume, which means you guys didn't hear anything I said when I first got here and I talked to you guys. Um, I apologize for running a little bit late. We recorded an episode of Movies That Made Us, and there are some rules in which movies we can pick. I was cocksure that I was like 90% good on my pick until I started the movie and then realized that I completely failed. So our recording went a little bit long because Hammer and I had to apologize for the good but horrible pick of a movie. You'll hear that episode sometime. It's the 11th one. I failed hard. Hard. Like, I suck because, like, I enjoy, like, TV and film a lot. And what I think is good, I completely just overshadow all of that. Like, whatever someone's, uh, like I know certain people's, like, past or history or their likes and dislikes. And for whatever reason, because I deem a movie good, it supersedes everything else. And I'm completely wrong. And I fucked up today. Um, oops, is all I have to say. Uh, Good sport by Lasagna. Thank you for letting us hang out and record. My bad. I'm no longer allowed to pick for a little while. I've lost my picking privileges, so we'll see. We have 11 of those. We are in the process of me, Creative Ben, and Camera Ben, are in the process of converting those into like video essays instead of just the audio podcast. So I'm working on that. I'm gonna try and edit some of the first two movies that we did that will come out sometime early of the first of the year. I'm gonna start trying to figure out where those edits are gonna go. So we're gonna work on those. But Mind Pockets show where I will record my thoughts, ideas, whatever throughout the week. I record them, I play them for you, and then I will try and explain, sometimes justify, or defend myself. What we have found out in recent weeks is I cannot defend myself because I'm typically always wrong. And I think they're funny, and that's the beauty of this is I think I'm right in the moment, but then I sit on it for a second and realize I was way off. So I don't think I have any of those today. So let's get the show started with one of these. All right, there's an idea coming out of the grandma video for the movies that made us. I think I have to step it up and I need to make them like video essays, podcast. Don't know what that means yet. We'll see. I literally just said that. I literally just said that. Obviously, I've recorded that in the beginning of the week. Okay, here's a couple of here's where we're at. Year 3, back in July, I pointed at the fences and said, "Year 3 is the year of the video." We saw the Ben interview, the Ben on Ben video. We saw the Ben There video, um, the award show. So I was like, let's do more video, right? So that's where Grandma came in. Is we put the tour of her house together. I think it went very well. I enjoyed putting it together. But then we have these movies that made us. There's like 10 of them, 11 today. And right now they're just podcasts. Like they're just audio. But what I was realizing is that these reviews that we're doing of these movies are really good. Like um, I think they're different than most other reviews that you'll see. Like most reviews, maybe not. Um, but there's a lot more how it affects us personally. Oh, because they're movies that made us. So there is a lot of talk about why this movie of this time of this age impacted me and who I am today, kind of. And then there's a lot of like deep dives and there's a lot of discussion, some philosophy discussed in them. So uh, I think the episodes are like really good, but I don't know if they play well as an audio only. Part of the idea is when my mom listens to it and we do PCU from 93, 94 ish, um, 96, I think, even with it just audio. The problem that that I figure that we'd run into is that nobody has any idea what it is that we're talking about because there are movies that most of you guys have probably have never seen. So as just an audio, it's entertaining. I think the three of us are very entertaining, but as like the experience, I think could be enhanced with the audio, with the video. So I did talk to Lasagna and Hammer, ran some ideas by them, um, asked for a little bit of help as far as trying to get some of the footage that I need. But what I'm going to start doing is take all those audios and similar to what I did to my grandmother's is I'm going to start putting in clips of the movie, pictures of the movies, pictures of the actors, and just make it a more visual podcast. It will be interesting. I think the first two should be pretty good. Um, what was it? My Neighbor Totoro and Sharknado. I think there was one more just before that. Um, but I think as with the video component, it'll make those better. Because like I go online and I watch. There was well, who was it? Like there was a Gravity Falls. Like someone 2 months ago posted a Gravity Falls review. Gravity Falls hasn't been on in like 9 years, 10 years almost. And the fact that you can still make Gravity Falls content and it still reach six-figure views. So I think when I post them as a movie review, I think the video will make it better, especially on the YouTube side. So I think I need to lean into the video aspect of things, um, and really start honing those editing skills. So, like I said, we're not going to release those until first of the year, which gives me 4 to 6 weeks to get the first one done, and then like 2 weeks in between each one. So, or a month between each one. So, um, I'm gonna start putting those together. We'll see what they look like, and then, like I said, first of the year you'll start to see some of those. So, the consensus is yes, it is a good idea to make these a video, a visual medium. So we'll see how that works. I think that's all for now. I was gonna ask for like if anybody has downloadable movies that you can send me, let me know because I need to pull some clips from things. But I got a couple of different uh, things that we could do to get the video that I need. There is a chance we are working on some new content, a possible new channel. I don't know yet. I don't know what its name is, what or where we're gonna do it, but we may have some Lego content coming. Okay. Lasagna brings up a good point. We have a bunch of movies that I swear most of you will not have seen. They're sometimes obscure. They're real like niche 90s some 2000s, but they're kind of a little bit like the move, like the spoof. Like I like spoofs, but what was the first movie that got us into spoofs? That's the one we're watching. So sometimes they're going to be a little bit dated. Some Like It Hot is all the way back from I don't remember what year. Um, but those so if there are any movies that you guys would like us to review, leave it in the comments, leave it in the chats, email me, whimsy at chasingthewhimsy.com. You can text me if you have my number. You can tell me when you see me. But we have a huge list of movies. So sometimes it might be easier for you guys to suggest one. Then Mind Pockets number 2 said, which I love. Megan and I did a panel at TucsCon, the building bridges, I think it was, where we talked to Carolyn. And Megan and I have been huge supporters of just do something, whether it's a video podcast, it's an audio podcast. If you like to draw, then record your drawing. Like whatever it is. Like if you came to our panel, it was because you have some kind of desire to record your passion in some way and get it out there. Um, Carolyn mentioned that she likes to do Legos, and I made the comment, and Megan was like, "We would watch people build Legos." So spoke with Lasagna, and she likes to do Legos, and she's always doing some kind of Lego thing. But we're looking into getting camera, camera stands, um, maybe some Lego sets, um, and there's a chance that we might start getting some Legos put together. Don't know what it's going to be called. I don't know if we go separate channel. Um, we don't know if we speed lapse it, but in theory, there will be some recording and we get to play with it. So there will be a Monday in which I will take a video and I'll give you a couple different versions of it and see what you guys like. And or just to see what it looks like in a couple of different versions. Part of the idea, right, is like why record Legos? Because people will watch the weirdest stuff. Plus, there is something ASRM about it. There's something nice about it being on in the background. Plus, there's the idea that I will never build a Lego Death Star. So if Lasagna wants to record building a Lego Death Star, I would like to see what that looks like. Personally, I think that would be cool. I definitely think there's an audience for people who would watch 15, 20-minute videos of someone putting something together. Because there's a lot of weird content out there, and this isn't any worse or better than anything else that is out there. Um, it's content, and you never know. Things have always could evolve into who knows. But like Megan says, it starts with record. Hit the record, do something with it, and then we'll see what happens and adjust and evolve accordingly. Um, but what's the beauty of it is when we go back next year and we start hitting the con circuit again, like it would be fun to be like, here's the content that we have. We got live streams, we got podcasts, we're talking to kids, we're talking movie reviews. Mr. C's telling stories, the CineAmigos are doing movie reviews and movie news. Um, Plus, we're doing Legos. We're doing puppet shows. Like the idea is to just show all of the different type of content that you could technically create. Um, there's a guy who I forget his name. He draws Mega Tokyo and has for like the last 23 years. But 3 times a week, he live streams himself drawing. His cat sits over here and he just draws. Um, so I can't draw. I would like to watch somebody draw. So, um, So that will be coming out soonish. I believe some of the equipment's already shown up. I think it's just finding location, um, maybe the aesthetics, right? Um, and then playing with the lighting and some stuff. So it's gonna be some trial and error stuff, but we're already halfway there. Like we're at a point where there's no reason not to hit record now. So that's the beauty of it. Um, Whimsy, man, is just do something that you enjoy, and I will support it. That's all I can. That's all I can do, man. Is like get you started and then support you, and then like here's my favorite thing about the whole idea about Legos. I guarantee you, Legos get more views than everything else that I do. Like Legos will do better than Nooners because it's different. Like they'll be shorter probably. Like I said, but it's nice to kind of get a different variety of shit going on. So I look forward to it.
Have you guys heard of a rec book or a rip book? Could I possibly make a Whimsy related rec book? Like literally basically the exact same thing, but make it like slightly creative and or something. I'm gonna look into it and I'll try to explain what a rec book is.
Do you guys know what these rec books are? These things are fucking genius, dude. Notebook, like 50, 100 pages, right? Each page of this journal basically has a different task on it, right? I've only flipped through them. I've only semi started researching it, right? But you go through it, right? And like this page, right? Hold on, flipping through the book. This page says write something, rip it out, and give it to somebody. And then this page says draw how you're feeling in crayon or something. But the idea is that each page has a different way uh, to journal or to express yourself. Um, Sometimes it's like poke a bunch of holes into this page. Hello, grandma. Um, let's see if I can quickly find. But it's an interesting book. Obviously, we take a whimsy approach to it, um, where it'd be very similar. Where like I would like the idea of like draw a picture of a gnome and give it to someone to a stranger or give it to a friend, and then you would rip it out. What do I call them? Rec books. Rec. I don't know how to spell rec book. Book. Nope. Oh, what did I call them? Hold on. Yeah, wreck this journal. So let's go back. Hold on. Wreck this journal. I think there's something kind of cool about them. Um, but it's just the idea that it has you just do just like random tasks. Like I'm reading one on here. Um, Follow the instructions. Order is not important. Like, hold on, let me see. Hold on. Add your own page numbers. So you basically just take this blank book and you're supposed to just do different things to it. I don't know. But I think it's an interesting idea. I'm going to try and go find a rec book this week. Ooh, I could probably go find one tomorrow. I think I know where to find one tomorrow. I'll show you guys on Monday. Um, yeah, it's just a different idea. I'm always looking for new whimsy publishing ideas. Um, we're gonna figure it out. We got a bunch of publishing stuff coming out. I can't even tell you yet. I have to tell you soon because I need help with it. I don't know how to write a kid's book. So, wink.
Playing with all the mind pockets, organizing them, and I suspected that I was going to be missing a few. I'm missing Mind Pockets 21 to 40. Where the hell would those be?
So like, dude, I'm sorry for talking about Mind Pocket 100, dude. I'm just very excited for it. I'm excited for it like I was for Road to 37 or Road to 100 or the anniversary show. Like, I'm super excited about 100. There's a lot of moving pieces to 100, so um, that's why I'm looking at it 13 weeks in advance. But I started going through all of my hard drives. Um, I'm wildly unorganized. This computer has some Mind Pocket stuff. That computer has some Mind Pocket stuff. Some stuff's been moved over. There's a lot of duplicates ish somewhere. There's audio versions. There's uh, video versions. Like, dude, there's so many versions of Mind Pockets. It's amazing. But I did go through um, everything that I have, and I was able to locate all of the individual Mind Pocket audios. And then I was able to finally sort them in a way, and I had to go through all the dates, and I had to count 7 days from every, like, 324 was like the first Mind Pockets. So I had to count like 24, so like 31 are the first. So I had to go all the way down, track them, and then realized I don't have my notes here, but I realized that I was missing Mind Pockets from like 8/1/24 to like 1/11/25. Um, so like what was really cool about that is then I can go back and check YouTube, find out what dates those were, and that's where I found that 20 to 20 or 20 to 40 were missing. So I'm missing uh, approximately 200 Mind Pockets. Um, but step one was to identify which ones I'm missing. There was a moment, I think like 25, 26 ish, where I mentioned that the recorder was broken or I was losing it. I had to re record some stuff. Um, which makes sense because I knew that we were missing about 200 of them. So it was cool that I was able to at least identify where they are, which means I'm getting close to having everything set up. We'll do a dry run. Dude, 100 is going to be fun. Remember, Mind Pockets 100, the episode just before Saturday. So Friday night into Saturday, we'll play all of the Mind Pockets, all 2,000 of them. So I'm estimating about 15 hours. So there will be a 15-hour Mind Pockets live stream leading into Mind Pockets 100. Mind Pockets 100 will have the original, the normal 10 or 11 ish for the week, and then it's going to be an extended episode because I'm going to do Mind Pockets specifically to 100. I have like 3 of them already recorded. But as I find more things, I'll add them to the episode. So we're gonna have a fun time at 100. Like I'm already working on it, so it's gonna be a good time.
So the difference between me growing up and Liam growing up, could, like, what would Liam do, and could he handle a Viva La Bam style weekend? Like, what would that look like for him?
Somehow, I have no idea why it showed up in my feed, but it did. It's not quite a documentary, but it was like a highlights of Viva La Bam. Okay, Viva La Bam was real big in like 96, 97, leading into Jackass in 99, 2000. But you had Bam Margera, a professional skateboarder. Um, he did Jackass, but then at the same time he was recording Viva La Bam, right? I believe that was a show that my mom and I watched. I think my mom enjoyed that show also. Just the random shenanigans that they would get into. Wasn't as like boy goofy like Jackass was like let's play and poop, right? Whereas Viva La Bam was a lot more um, pranking his parents, destroying the house, Civil War reenactment in the front yard. So it was like a lot of chaos, but it was entertaining. I thought it was entertaining. So as I watched this thing, right? So we saw a lot of like skateboard videos back in the mid 90s, mid to late 90s. Jackass started, Viva La Bam, right? So there's a lot of videoing of like Tom Green, a lot of pranks happening, right? In that time. We don't like I can't think of a YouTube. Maybe I don't watch the right stuff on YouTube, but I don't see a lot of like Viva La Bam type shenanigans happening. And I wonder, like, so Phil and April, Bam Margera's parents, they let him get away with a lot of shit, right? So I was thinking, I'm like, what if I let Liam get away with doing some weird pranks or like not so much destroying the house, but like okay, like if I came home because he's gonna start driving soon, right? So like next year when he starts driving, like if while I'm at work, if he was able to come in and he painted my living room blue, like it would be like, oh my god, that's kind of weird. What the heck, right? I would be like, one, would he have the balls to do it, or even have the idea to do it? And then and obviously like I would have to give him like credit for it. Like I don't want him to. He's never gonna listen to this, to be fair. All right. Um, but like why don't we see kids doing like there are pranks? I see pranks online, but nothing on that level of like late 90s. Like those late 90s days, they were chaotic. They were crazy. We just don't see that kind of stuff anymore. Do we even see skate videos anymore? Um, like I know kids still skate. Obviously, after I watched the thing, my feed had more skate videos in it recently. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna see what like a 2025 skate video looks like, and what they're doing because it was obviously a completely different time in the 90s. But I do wonder if Liam was like, "I'm going to do something." What would he do, and would he have the balls to do it? Would he paint my living room blue? That would be fucking weird. We'll see, because like obviously, like here's where I think we run into the problem. If I can't get him to clean his room, what makes me think he's going to come in here and plastic everything before he paints? I don't know if I want blue. Like to be fair, like if I'm throwing this out in the universe, green would be sick. How okay? If anything was going to happen, paint the entire living room green because then I can start green screening the entire living room. Like how cool would that be? That would be kind of cool. Um, I'm gonna try and put something. I don't know if I'm gonna what Monday looks like yet, but dude, hit up some of those old videos, man. Viva La Bam. 3 seasons. Um, you don't have to watch Unholy something, Unholy Couple. I don't know. Don't even watch Jackass. I think Viva La Bam was like perfect in exactly what it was. Chaotic craziness, and I like it.
Pull up a chair for passionate film talk. We're thrilled to announce Cinema Amigos, the exciting new podcast that's about to become your go-to for all things film. Join host Pablo and his friend as they embark on an in-depth journey through their most beloved movies. Each episode is a lively conversation filled with unique perspectives, insightful analysis, and an undeniable love for cinema. If you're ready to deep dive beyond the surface and hear fresh takes on classic and contemporary films, CineAmigos is your perfect listening companion.
We do have a crossover episode with CineAmigos coming up in February. We're going to do an episode on ours, and then we'll do an episode on theirs. We will record sometime first of the year, February, and then we'll release them. Like March 2nd would probably be the day that we actually release them. But yeah, crossover episode. Check them out. They're killing it right now. They're doing so many episodes. They just did a lot of good talk. Like if you are paying attention to anything in Hollywood right now, the biggest news, probably some of the scariest news that for Hollywood right now, is the Netflix Warner Brothers buying. Um, no idea what that means yet for Warner Brothers movies streaming, but huge news. So check out those guys, see what they say about it.
Yeah, cool, sure. Why the hell not? Totally fucking late for work. Like, legit late for work. Only an hour. Dead to the world, though.
This is growth, everybody. Somewhere in the first like 10 mind pockets, I think I was late for work and I lost my mind. Like I was hating myself. Uh like I was super hard on myself for like the stupidest reason, right? Like I used to have this problem. Am I talking too fast? I used to have a problem with waking up late. Like for whatever reason. Like I felt like really shitty about it and I hated my life. Like I just like I was way harder on myself than I needed to be. I don't know what happened. What day was it? Wednesday night? Wednesday night. I have no idea what happened, but I went to go lay down like normal, and I obviously forgot to set an alarm or something. Done, gone, dead to the world. I didn't get phone calls until like I didn't hear or answer them until like 11:30. So I heard and made it to work, but oh my god, I haven't been late in a while. I had good attendance. I was hitting incentive for perfect attendance. Ruined it. Um, but the takeaway here is it happens. Sometimes you fall asleep. You sleep in sometimes. And I did not like I wasn't too hard on myself. It sucks, dude. It really does. But I think I'm allowed to be late a couple of times. Like once. There's a new attendance policy, so I can't really fuck with it too much, but sometimes you're late and it happens. As long as like thank God it wasn't like a Sunday like where like I forget to pick up the kids or like my mom has to come like welfare check me. So thank God it wasn't one of those. But yeah, it does kind of suck that I was late.
In my exploration to look for the missing mind pockets, I think I found a version of them. Let's just call it that. And then, dude, I totally found the original birthday recordings. There's 3 of them. There's like an hour and a half, 2 hours of Liam 13 recordings. How crazy is that? I didn't even listen to them. Like, I don't want to listen to them yet. I'm going to do something with those, I think, somewhere.
All right. So early in the week, I identified 20 to 40 is missing. Worst case, what I had to go do is I found the original presentation of Mind Pockets 20 through 40, which is the slideshow that you see. So I was able to at least do it. Took forever, but I figured I did it. Did I do them all? Why do I feel like I did them all? So I found the original presentation, make a copy of it, trimmed out the commercials, the pre-show, and I just took, again, it took a minute. But now I have, instead of them being individual, I have them in 5 collections. So like I have 20 to 24, 5 to 7, I think. Um, so the missing Mind Pockets are found. So as of right now, every Mind Pocket for episode 100 or the episode before 100, 100%. We have 100% of Mind Pockets currently saved on a hard drive, backed up, nothing missing. Nobody would know. Like, to be fair, nobody would know if there was 100 of them missing. Like, I don't expect anybody to listen for all, like, through all the Mind Pockets. Like, it's just, I don't know. I think they're hilarious and they're funny. A lot of it is just the idea that there's a 15-hour live stream of just 2,000 thoughts. But I don't expect anybody to listen to them, let alone realize that this Mind Pocket was 19 and then it automatically jumped to 40. Like, I don't expect anybody to be like, oh, they're missing one, or 20 or 200. Um, I personally am just happy to know that they all technically now exist in their original um, non-edited commentary versions. Like, because like if I had to go back and re-listen to episode 20 and then I had to cut out each of them, I wouldn't have done it. I would not have done it. I would not individually pick out 200 sound bites out of 20 recordings. I just wouldn't do it. So I'm glad that I found them. The second part of that, while I was searching for them, Liam and I started recording in July, right? The July 7th, right? Like that first week of July of 23. The original idea, right? If you go back to those first early episodes, right? I recorded with Liam on his birthday, April of 23. It was 20. I didn't listen to it. I just listened to like the first like 30 seconds. There's 20 minutes of me asking him questions about what was 12 like, what does 13 look like going forward. Very similar to JJ's first episode, because that's kind of like where I took some of the questions from, was Liam's, and I used them on JJ. That recording does now exist. I know where it is. I have it. I don't know if I'm going to listen to it or if I'm going to wait for Liam. Like like Liam's birth. Maybe I can keep it for like Liam's birthday episode. So in April, similar to how we did the car cast, making hay style, we could do that one. Now I said there was 3 of them. I think one of them is the week after his birthday. Um, I think I called it like bedtime recording or bedtime, something bedtime. Like right before he went to bed, I recorded him, and I think we got like 30 or 40 minutes of that. I don't remember that conversation. Like I do know that Liam and I recorded for his birthday because that's kind of like how everything started. And that was the night where I was, ooh, it would have to have been the second. No, it was his birthday where he's like, let's be podcasters, let's get some stuff. Um, but there's a second one where I recorded them the next week. I have zero idea what was said on that, what we talked about. I have no idea. And then I think the third one might have been, I listened to part of it, but I don't know what it was. It could have been it says it was 2 hours long. Okay. So the third file is just under 2 hours long, but Ming Chen is on it. And the dates don't correlate to, I don't think it does, to when we took the class. But if we took the class is only an hour long. So why do I have 2 hours of recording? What else is on there? I don't know. I don't know. Could it be part of the episode 0? No, no, because we set up episode 0. There are 3 new files. One, I know for a fact what is on it. 2 more, no idea what's on them. And there's something fascinating about this. And it's like, this goes back to the whole thing of like the lost media idea is Liam doesn't remember. I guarantee you 100% Liam just has no idea what we did on that second recording. I don't even think Liam would remember that we did a second recording. And these are different than the CarCast ones that we did. I found lost media.
Okay. Like I've been poking fun at this idea that I'm like slowly losing my mind. But when the hell was there a balcony at shipping and receiving? Like there's an area. For 15 years I've been there and I've never noticed that in the back there is a second floor balcony. Did they just put that in? Like how? Like I'm losing it right now. When did this balcony get made?
This is legit. Like, it was fun for a minute to be like, oh, Ben's losing his mind, right? He's forgetting stuff. For 15 years, I wander shipping and receiving on my breaks, like legit all the time. Like uh, I know where like the best bathroom is. I know where like the best smoking area is. Like I used to take breaks and walk around the property. There is a like it, none of it makes sense. I walk out the other night, and for whatever reason, I never do this, but I walk across the street and then look at the building. I haven't walked across the street and looked at the building in years. But now there's a patio balcony, not necessarily a balcony, but there is an, an outdoor like patio up there with some chairs. I don't know where it came from. There was a remodel just after COVID or just before COVID, just after COVID. We'll call it like 22 ish. Did they put that in there in 22? Because I would have put money for days. Oh, hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh man, I need to talk to somebody because I remember the remodel and I remember what was there. And it would make sense that they could have built a patio balcony during the renovation. So it's not 15 years that I didn't notice it, because maybe it wasn't there for the first 10. Oh my God. Here's what we need to do next. I need to figure out where that is. I need to figure out how to get up there. Okay. It's the one place now that I've never been. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense to me. Somehow there's a balcony. I have no idea where it came from. And for the life of me, I'm going to be like wildly upset if it was always there. If it's like 3 years old, fine. That's just me not paying attention. But if it was there for 15 years, I'm going to lose my mind. That's all I'm going to say. I will investigate.
I think my car is making noise. I don't know if it is or not, or if it's just me. And why did I just notice it? Well, we all know that I don't like weird noises in the car because I don't want anything to be wrong. So am I overthinking it, or is my hearing getting extra good?
Somehow my hearing is better. All right, so here's something that I'm slowly putting together from the last couple of weeks. Am I going senile? Like, all these are just making me sound like a crazy person. Like, oh, now there's a mysterious noise. Maybe I can't describe the noise, and I'm not gonna try. I was gonna try to describe the noise, but then in my head, like earlier, I was like, I'm gonna describe that noise, and the idea that I would describe the noise, um, I think would make me look absolutely crazy, and I would sound completely dumb. I will not describe the noise. Because remember last week, a couple weeks ago, I mentioned don't drive without like have something on, like have the AC on, have some kind of white noise on, because driving with no AC and no music on, like the the sound of just driving sounds weird. Like it's like you can hear every little bump and like it just, but it's on the passenger side, and there seems to be like an extra room sound happen. Dude, I swear to God, I sound fucking dumb, dude. Room. Like, there's a more consistent room. As I don't know. I can't. I turn down the music and I can't hear it. But then I drive and I hear. I don't know. There's no lights on anywhere. There is I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if there's a noise or not. Like I want to say that there is, but I can't even guarantee there is. I have to blow my nose. Okay, thank you. And I don't know how. Room. That's that's all I can come up with, man. Is an extra room. It handles the same. There's no lights. I want to say I'm just in my head, but I'm not even confident that at this point. This one is really dragging me down, man. Like I sound like a crazy person. More than normal. Like normally it's just like dude, I'm like straight senile now. I'm losing mind pockets. I'm hearing noises. I can't remember balconies.
Mine pockets 100. Could I, like, like, is it possible? Like, I could totally sell ad space for the long episode. Those will be an hour. Like, if it's 15 hours long, could I like NASCAR this bitch and then just like sell advertising space for like each hour to be like, hey, CineAmigos, you can have the third to fourth hour for like $12. Like, is that like we're gonna figure this out?
Bear with me for a second. There's lots of holes in this thing. Okay, this is why it's a mind pocket, right? We got to talk this one out for a second. I'm going to promote the episode just to make it easier right now. The long episode is episode 99. Okay, so episode 99 is going to play all of the mind pockets, no commentary. It'll be live. I might jump in here, hang out, hit the chats, hang out with you guys. Okay. I want to do some giveaways, right? If you comment or something that says that you hung out for a couple of minutes during this huge stream, right? You enter in. I want to give out prizes. I'm going to put a couple of bucks into this thing to help promote it. Those ideas are amazing. I got several ideas. I need Courtney's mind pockets. I have to find out where those are. I have no idea where those are. Okay. Okay. Let's just say right now, 99. I'll keep up. There was a version of this where I take it down and nobody ever sees it again. Okay. But let's say for right now, I decide to keep 99, the 15 hours up forever, right? If I know it's 15 hours, could I find 15 people to advertise during that show? So like $20, I'll set up the all of this, right? As like a big banner, right? So you'll get a big banner for Mr. C. Mr. C is like, I would like uh whatever hour is between like 7 and 8 a.m. Okay. So he's like, boom, I want that hour. So he gives me $20. So when it gets to 7 to 8, it will be Mr. C, big, right? And just some his podcast, his info, and then on the right, a list of all of the sponsors, right? So that way, if you only catch the middle of it, you can see all the sponsors for the episode, right? But 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 could I? So as you're watching the live stream, because I don't know what the visuals will be. Part of me says that there is no visuals. Like I don't. It's just gonna be. I don't know. It's gonna be so weird. It's gonna be like borderline artsy. But could I like let them be part of like this big? And obviously, I'd take all of that advertising stuff and I'd move it over to 100. So they would get the live 100 episode, and then they get 15 hours of advertising on this. So like Friday midnight, we'll call it Friday midnight. Does anybody look? So when you're flipping, you're doom scrolling, right? At 7 and 8 a.m. and you see a live stream now in its eighth hour. Do you jump in and watch it? Like, is there a like, is it gimmicky enough? that someone's like, what is this thing going on for 15 hours? What is 12 hours? What is live streaming for 12 hours? And then they jump in and they get all the advertisers, right? Um, I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there, like NASCAR, right? You're driving around the fucking the thing, the track. You're driving around the track 400 times. Nobody in there, and it's just a visual. You got a big fucking sticker of M&Ms on there or whatever else people advertise. Some oil, some car oil, turtle wax maybe might be on there, right? So like that's the idea behind NASCAR, right? Is whoever sponsors you, they get a sticker on your car. I'm gonna look into it. I'm thinking about it. We got 13 weeks to figure it out. Because I know that whatever I'm gonna do with the show, I'm already in the red. So if I can recoup a couple of bucks, like I don't know, I'm playing it up like it's gonna be like the biggest thing of the year, and it's going to be big. 100 guys, I'm loving 100 and 99. You guys are like, why do you keep fucking air quoting 99? Because I'm working on some stuff, dude. There's a there's an M Night Shyamalan fucking twist in here somewhere. You guys don't even see it coming. You guys haven't seen it coming. There was clues already of what's going to happen on 99, and you guys haven't even noticed. It's 9 o'clock. That's number 10. We're done. We got one advertisers. I want to thank my Patreon people, and then we'll get you guys out of here. So give me like 6 minutes.
Get ready to meet your new favorite storyteller. Introducing the brand new podcast, Storytime with Mr. C. For most of his life, Mr. C has found pure joy in sharing tales with friends, family, students, even strangers. Now, he's bringing that lifelong passion directly to your ears. On Storytime with Mr. C, you'll join him as he digs up forgotten classics, hopefully creates some wonderful new ones, convinces a few special guests to share their incredible experiences, and takes us all back to the very beginning of what makes a great story. It's more than just a podcast. It's an invitation to simply hang out, connect, and remember the simple pleasure of a well-told story. Like gathering around a campfire, but with better sound quality. Ready to be swept away? Find Story Time with Mr. C. Today on Spotify. Prepare to be amazed, entertained, and perhaps even taken back to a time when all you needed was a good voice and a great story.
Mr. C has been contacted. First of the year, we will have a Mr. C episode. We're just confirming some dates. Um, we have a Vinny episode, possibly Monday, if not Wednesday. I really want it to be Wednesday because I have not recorded a Monday episode in 2 weeks, and it's absolutely fucking bothering me. I've recorded many of things, but not for a Monday. There's a chance. I don't know if I can get Megan in the next day. I don't know if I'm going to old man this bitch. But I do have Vinny's. I do need to edit just a little bit of stuff out. Um, his was an hour 20, and I think there's a good 12 minutes I got to cut out. So he's coming out within the week. So either Monday or Wednesday. I don't know yet. But Patreon people, I appreciate you guys. Andy, Nikki, your family, Megan, your family, Joyce, and Enderfrog, EC1, Gooster, Violet, Dad, Courtney, Kit, Lasagna Hammer, and Vinny Eat Me. It's not Vinny Eat Me. I'm sorry. I forgot to change that one. The Monday one has the correct one, Vinny S. Thank you guys for the support. The $4 or the $10 tier. If you guys like are watching this and you enjoy this show, you guys are excited for 100 coming up. Really consider looking at the $4 or the $10 tier. It helps out a bunch. We got a handful of people, like 2 dozen people, on the free side, and I appreciate you guys on the free side, 100%. But if you're enjoying what we're doing, we're doing a lot more video stuff. You want to help out, support a little bit more, hit the $4 tier. Um, it goes a long way. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. I really do. All of you guys. So whatever you can do to help out. I know I'm asking right before Christmas, which is like really fucking shitty. But think about it. First of the year, boom, hit me for $4. Um, where's my slide? Okay. One of the other reasons why I'm pushing the $4 or the $10 tiers because we raised a couple of bucks and we're giving back. So we did donate the money um, to help a good cause. We just took all of the adopted family presents to the school. Dude, there's so many presents right now. Um, so the parents will be picking those up in the next like week or so because the break. I have an interview with a knot coming in on the 16th, which is a Tuesday. So that one will come out probably that following Monday. The 22nd will be a Knots episode, I think. Or uh, you'll see a Knots video sometime. I don't think I can get it done by the Wednesday, the 17th. So I'll put it out the 22nd. Um, but we'll see. We'll see. But we do have a lot of really cool interviews coming up. So, like I said, we got a Knot. We have CineAmigos, Mr. C, um, and then a couple of other ones. So we're doing a bunch. I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun. Take a look at the Patreon tiers. Do what you can. That is it for the show, guys. I appreciate you guys for listening. Sorry if I talked very fast. I felt rushed for a minute. I think I slowed down by like, I think 5 I caught myself. Interesting week. Ben might be going senile. Ben's excited for 100. Um, yeah, we got some cool stuff happening, man. I appreciate all you guys. Come back Monday for Nooners. I'm still doing my quest for understanding the holiday movie, and I think I get it. Like I'm starting to get the like why they're good. Like uh, I think I watched Elf and a couple of others. So like I'm hitting the holiday movies. I'm watching the second of the Wise Man trilogy, so you'll get to hear about that. And then I probably have to watch the third one at Mom's, so I might have to do uh, like a Mom on Monday afternooners. I'll go back to Mom's watch the third one. But we'll see. We'll see what Monday looks like. I, I'm struggling for Mondays, man. I don't know what to put in my pocket lunch. Think about that. You guys have a good night. Whimsy.